What's up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well, and welcome back to Found Footage Friday. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit subscribe. It would mean a lot to us if you join us here while we ramble on. And if you're a reoccurring viewer, welcome back. When it comes to what is scary to us, we all have different thresholds. I believe I've talked about this before. You know, to some people, jump scares are absolutely terrifying, and to others, they can be absolutely eye-rolling. It really depends on you. But last night, I watched this movie called Ratter. It came out in 2015, found footage movie, directed by Brandon Kramer. It stars Allison Benson and Matt McGorry and a few other people. This movie was absolutely terrifying in a sense of how technology can be used against us. It's all about this girl, Emma. She just got out of a relationship and she moves to New York. She's going to school there and she ends up meeting a boy, Michael. And they end up, connecting, flirting. But throughout the movie, it is completely shown in the point of view of either her laptop or her camera, and you can tell that somebody is like watching her, because throughout the movie she's being stalked, she's getting sent messages, and there are times at the very beginning too where she's painting her nails, and this is the first indication that we get that something is watching her through these devices. Is it zooms in on her feet, and you hear like these little shutter sounds like it's taking pictures, and that was just absolutely terrifying. How people can just hack your shit and do this, dude. It's creepy. It's fucked up. So throughout this movie, she starts getting these messages, oh, I'm watching you, or like stuff like that. It's really starting to get under her skin. Her new boyfriend, Michael, I don't want to give anything away, but he starts getting messages as well. And he's like, you know what? I've got an email from my own email telling me to stay away from you, basically threatening her. And this is a movie that I went in completely blind, and I really recommend you all doing the same. I know I gave away just a little bit of like the synopsis. This is like basically what you can read. It was terrifying, okay? Especially the freaking ending, dude. Oh man, it felt so real. I don't know how to explain it. Just hearing somebody yell like that, and then hearing somebody else yelling for their kid, being helpless. Again, I'm being vague because I don't want to give away too much, but it was just, I don't know how to explain, like mind-blowing, if you will, for lack of a better term. And it also reminded me of a few other found footage movies I know I've seen before that kind of have that similar premise of like home invasion and being stalked. There's this movie called Hangman where it's somewhat similar. You have this couple at home and somebody ends up like just living in their attic, and they plant cameras everywhere. They start doing weird shit around the house, drinking juice, leaving it out, watching them sleep. There's another movie that came out a lot earlier in the 2000s with Colin Hanks. These are found footage movies, of course. Colin Hanks. He was in the King Kong remake with Peter Jackson and Jack Black. He was also in this awesome comedy movie with Jack Black called that's funny, he was in King Kong with Jack Black. This awesome comedy movie called Orange County that came out in the earlier 2000s. I don't know if you guys seen that. Let me know. It's such a hilarious movie. I haven't seen it in years, so I don't know if it still holds up, comedy-wise, but I remember it being really funny. Colin Hanks, he's in this found footage movie with a similar premise. He ends up being a stalker, and he plants like cameras inside this girl's house, and it just gets really creepy. There's even this, I don't want to give away that part, but man, there's another movie, I think it's called like 322 or 388. It's one of those two, but it's either 322, I think it's 322 Arletta Drive or something. And this has another couple. They're kind of like in the rocks. I don't remember if they're too good or they're doing too good, but they end up being terrorized by somebody stalking their house. There's a part in that movie I remember where the husband, he goes in his car and there's a random mix CD just blasting through his radio, and he's like, what the heck, what is this? And he goes to ask his wife, and she's like, I don't know. Then you probably made it, because he has like tons of music on his computer, but he's just like questioning, like, no, this did not come from me. Like, you had to have done this. And it just gets really creepy. Like, again, I'm being kind of vague with some of these because I'd rather you all go in blind like I did with most of them. But Ratter really shook me last night. I was just absolutely jaw dropped at what was happening at certain scenes when, like, the stalker was like in the house with her at the same time. It was so freaking creepy. I'm trying to think of other movies like that. There's another movie called The Den, where something similar, I believe. It's not necessarily a stalker, but somebody is targeted from like a website or something like that, where it's like a torture porn website. And it's this girl, she's being targeted because she's doing this project where she gets to stay at home and do research by just talking to thousands of people on a webcam or something. And the whole thing is playing through her laptop, basically. Like, it's the little camera right there. It's playing all through that. These movies can be just terrifying in a sense, especially the newer ones when they get updated with technology and how it can just be turned against us. Dude, it's... But yeah, anyways, I wanted to just keep this a very short video. I didn't want to take up too much time today. Please let me know what you thought in the comments if you've seen any of these movies. If there's a sort of like stalker, home invasion, found footage movie that I didn't mention, let me know, because those I'm kind of in the mood for those. I've never seen it was trending last year via TikTok, I think, or like the year before, but Megan is Missing. I never seen that one, but I heard so much about that one. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up. Please let me know in the comments what you thought. Also, I love you all and happy spookies.
I think it's warning us.
Yeah. It's warning us, all right.
What are you guys laughing at?
It's warning us about a dick and balls.
What are you talking about?
Dude, that is a dick and balls.
That is a dick and balls.
Am I wrong?
You're right.
Ew.
This is not a